Elements of Fierce, celebrating entrepreneurs carving new paths as they fulfill their mission to make our world more beautiful. I'm here today with Chris Lanston, celebrity makeup artist, and I'm so excited to share him with all of you. But before I do that, I'd like to give credit to a very dear friend of mine, Gary Cupits from Montreal, for creating this element of Fierce that I'm wearing in this lovely gown. Thank you so much, Gary, and I look forward to many more. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes. I also have the honor of really having the opportunity of getting to know you better by having you as a guest in my home, and I've really found it to be a really rewarding experience because I've really gotten to know you as a person. And Chris is a very special makeup artist, and I'm going to let him explain to you what makes him different from other artists. But I think that the fact that he's so in touch with his spiritual side and that he really empowers people that comes into his life is what makes him really special, along with his talent. What really inspired you to choose makeup as your tool of artistry to fulfill your mission?
Well, you know, my whole life I've been fascinated by color. So as a child, I got in trouble quite a bit because I painted the walls, my diapers, everybody, the cars, everything. So I got in trouble quite a bit, but I loved everything that color touched. Yeah. So I was amazed by the transformation color did to anything it touched. So that's why I still do it.
Yes, and you know, and it really shows in your work because your work is so colorful, and it's not just the fact that it's colorful, but the placement and deposits of color properly on the face. You know, the reason why I think that, you know, I was so excited to have you on the show is because I think makeup is a very important, if not one of the most important elements to make or break a movie, a fashion show, etc. How do you feel about the importance of makeup when it comes to a project?
Well, I think beauty itself is power. So whenever you apply makeup, people can become so much more confident in the way they are. You know, and I've witnessed that by my makeovers with regular people from soccer moms to celebrities. Exactly. You know, their confidence level goes way up when they look fierce.
And do you think that the choice of makeup really makes a difference when you're applying your artistry on people?
Not so much the choice of makeup, but the quality and how you apply the makeup is what makes a big difference.
I mean, even like for myself, I mean, I don't look made up, but you did my makeup and it makes me look really natural, and it makes me feel really fresh and not too shiny, and you know, really like just healthy and fresh.
Right.
What makeup did you use, you know, to transform my face?
Well, just on you, I used the basic pressed powder from MAC. So, and I forget the shade it was, but it was just a basic pressed powder, and a little bit will do you.
Beautiful.
No, don't overdo it.
And would that be one of your tips that you would give to our audience about applying makeup if they were doing it themselves?
Well, less is more when it comes to natural looking in television. Now, when you want to get into fashion and contour and highlighting, it's a bit more involved. Yeah.
Exactly. I would like to share with our audience some of your work because I think we see in your work when more is necessary.
Right. Now this picture is basically a real colorful picture, and it was on a very beautiful young lady, beautiful skin, so we wanted to put a lot of color into this picture with her blue eyes. We actually sprayed some red hairspray in her hair. Naturally it's blonde. Yeah. So she's very beautiful, and I like that one a lot to show the color range in that photograph.
And her eyes really pop. It's beautiful.
They do pop. They do pop. And this one is your basic smoky eye.
Wow.
Picture, yeah, if you can see that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing how, you know, the other thing that I was fascinated by your work, and I think that one of the photographers even said that, you know, your work is so perfect when you see it in imagery that it looks like it was photoshopped. It's very clean. And I get blamed for that a lot. Like, oh, your stuff is too touched up, it's too photoshopped. No, it's not. It's just the way I do it. I'll admit it, I'm perfect. Yes, I know how to do makeup. Yeah, and this is a very beautiful girl. She's actually an actress on the ABC Family show. Beautiful.
Dan's Detour, I believe. She was in the Miley Cyrus movie, Hannah Montana, Aisha. Is her name.
This is for an ad?
This is for an ad, yeah. It's for the watch.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like TV or like advertising or fashion shows, that's when you're applying a little bit more dramatically. Right.
Well, in television, you want to use kind of a high, it depends on if it's high definition or what. You have to understand the elements of what the shoot's going to be about or the television show is going to be about. So if you're zooming up really close and tight on the face, normally you want to use a high definition style of makeup and don't overdo it because of the fine lines or whatever. And going back to the lady that I showed you in the beginning, this is her, just more of a natural feel.
That's the one with the orange with the red hair?
That's the one with the orange and the red.
That's amazing.
Same girl.
And so natural, but it looks like she's not even wearing makeup. It's just a little
she is.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of makeup to look natural.
That's an important point, yes.
Yes.
And while we're talking about your work, like who was your inspiration, or if you had someone that you would say was your mentor, or who would you say? Kevin
Aucoin is my favorite makeup artist, and he was amazingly talented. And I never got really to meet him, but his spirit was there, and I really felt that. And the funny thing about Kevin, when I got his book, I was looking through it, and I noticed, before I knew how he did faces, him and I paint the same way, same order from start to finish, and I get compared to him quite a lot. So that's a good compliment for me.
Yes, and I love the story that you told me about how you connected with him. I think it was in a bookstore.
I did. I was in a bookstore, passing through a shelf, minding my own business, and I got cold chills, and I looked up, and it was his book. I picked it up. Everything around me went kind of black and dizzy, and I'd never felt like that before. And I just heard a voice behind me say, "You're now to pick up where I've left off." And I didn't know what that was. First time I experienced that. So I went home after I bought the book, looked at it, and then I decided to do some research on him. And I think I Googled him and saw a video, and it was his voice that I heard.
Wow.
So that was amazing. So
and that voice was similar to the voice that you heard?
It was exactly his voice.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. Wow. So I thought, well, maybe this is what I should be doing. Yeah. Put down the cars and the diapers and start doing Here's a crazy picture.
Now this is where we get more creative.
Yes, this is more of a creative.
And you actually did the makeup on the body.
Yeah, the lion was airbrushed.
Wow.
Yeah, so that took a minute.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
I like that one a lot. And the last picture I want to show